And what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister-sounding intros to a trailer to one of the greatest epics ever produced in the history of television.
Everybody, take on the world!
Pet peeve about Facebook. What do you hate about Facebook the most?
I mean, you can't say that. Was that too loud?
No.
Anyway,
it's fine.
I think probably cat videos.
Well, what's wrong with cat videos?
I think there's too many.
They're cute.
Yeah, they're cute. No, look, this is a cat video I'm looking at right now.
My pet peeve is people sharing stuff that they haven't checked to see if it's right or not.
Oh, God.
And
It's so hard to go on the Snopes.
Snopes.com.
Have a little look. Just type in the actual thing and write fake with a question mark.
Yes.
And there it is. Bang.
Hello.
Pops up.
And
this is quotable.
I know. And another thing that really irritates me about Facebook is people who go, they all have a story. I added this guy and then he got really stalkerish or blah, blah, blah. No, you didn't add the guy. The guy sent you a request to be your friend and then you go,
that sounds like a good idea.
That sounds like a great idea. I'll add you as my friend and then start whinging and bitching because later on down the track they're hanging around outside, dressed as a clown.
Yeah, but they've got 7,000 friends now. Actually, you can't have 7,000, can you? I think it's a max of 5.
I don't know.
They need to get up the numbers. So,
Yeah.
hey, I'll add Enrico, Macuado,
Who?
Macadito,
Oh.
whatever their names are, I'll grab that name.
Yeah.
Who's written me a letter saying, hey, sexy princess. You probably friend that guy, wouldn't you?
Oh, not really.
If he said, hey, sexy princess.
No, I'm not into cat.
That's totally...
Seriously?
That line would totally get you.
No.
What if you said, I'm a sexy princess?
Yeah. We're talking about friends. Who's your weirdest friend on Facebook?
My weirdest...
Weirdest or most fabulous, out there kind of crazy friend?
I have no idea. Who's yours?
Horatio T. Birdbath.
Oh, that's mine too.
I love him. I absolutely love him. Check out Horatio T. Birdbath.
I just added him because I saw him on yours and I was like, I can totally get down with that
crazy
guy.
artist and just he's a visionary. I love him. I love him to bits.
Well, I do have a plenty of crazy artist friends who do amazing things, which is good. But none of them.
I've got a few
right
artists.
out there.
I've got a few artist friends on here. You being one of them, of course. I love your art.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. My latest, actually, a friend of mine just posted up this morning. They're all doing these 10 days of art. 10 days, 10 pictures of your art.
Oh.
And one of my most amazing friends posted up a thing this morning about her first day of art. It's great. She looks like I can't actually even describe it. If I can find it,
show me.
You'll love it. I think, or maybe.
Oh my God, the Karis chili.
Oh my God.
Now there's a strange one.
God.
And it's
What even is that? Like it's a giraffe. I know, but it's what the hell?
Oh no. God,
I think it's actually a special on Bunbury Glamour Photography.
Oh. Bunbury.
Free.
Bunbury, everybody.
Free Bunbury Glamour Photography.
If you're not within 300 kilometres of Perth in Western Australia, Bunbury is just 2 hours south.
Bun Vegas.
Bun Vegas, yeah. Or Boganbury, as sometimes I want to call it. Anyway, what else? Did you have a giggle at the journalist?
I did.
Or did you do your feminist thing and going, oh, look, it's a bunch of guys taking advantage of some poor...
I did both. This is how I live my life, in this conflict constantly. And wanting to laugh and going, bunch of assholes.
If you haven't seen it, some Australian guys tricked a Scottish journalist into believing in drop bears, and they dressed her up in all this gear to protect her and then handed her a koala.
What I liked the most about it though is that it was just an on-the-fly thing. They didn't even plan it or anything. They just sort of, one guy said, oh, is that a drop bear? And the army vet kind of just ran with it.
It's a bit like the Andrew Mandy show, really, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I might like to point out that today's show is sponsored by Apple. If you're listening. Do you report many posts on Facebook? Do you actually take the time to report them?
Yeah, maybe.
I do. That's like...
You would.
Yeah, I do. But how dare you?
I look at things sometimes and I think, oh, I'm going to press a report on this, and I do. But I report on the people who send out spam, like, buy latest sunglasses for $20. Buy them now.
I got sucked in. I got sucked in. I lost $25.
Oh my God, you did not.
I did.
You did not buy those sunglasses.
I did not buy Ray-Bans.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Ray-Bans. And I went to the site and I went, oh yeah, this looks dead set. Yeah, and so I bought a pair and they never ever arrived and I lost $25.
You were so shocked. Were you so shocked?
Not really. I felt a bit foolish though.
Yeah, so you should.
I know. Anyway, so one day...
I report them.
One day, someone, family member, won't say names, shared something, and I thought, oh, this is just like hate speech, and so I thought, right, I'm going to report this. Not him, but
just the hate speech,
but the hate speech, the actual post. So I went all the way through it, and Facebook goes, you can do other things other than reporting this. Exactly, you can do other things. So throw it back on me.
You can really
block them,
kill
you
those
can do
people.
this.
You can
Yeah.
just go to town.
And it's just because they can't be doing anything about it, okay? So I went, no, I want you to investigate it. So I hit, send it off to be investigated. I think about a week or so later, it came back and said, oh, look, we've had a look at it, and although it's not quite to our community standards, it hasn't breached any, whatevers.
Yeah, so basically Facebook.
And it says, Facebook gave me the bird and said, but you do know that there is something you can do about it, and that's blocking this person. Yeah, nice one, Facebook.
Good job.
Okay.
And what if they find out? See, I have this thing, I want to report that, but I won't report anyone's thing, because sometimes I think a lot of people that I want to report, they're actually posting things because they are a little bit out of the loop. They're the people who are ordering the Ray-Ban sunglasses. Rude. And I don't want to, hurt, I don't know.
Well, sometimes I'll call...
I feel sorry for them, for those Ray-Ban sunglasses ordering boomers.
Thanks, Karen. Often I'll call them out on it, but sometimes I'm calling out the same person over and over again, and I don't want to lose the relationship with the person.
Oh, I call out everybody all the time, and then I delete it.
Oh. That's
because,
gutless.
Is it gutless?
It is
Or
gutless.
Is it really... I can't be asked.
Do you unfollow people? Do you go, oh, look, I'm going to keep you here. I'm not going to unfriend you, but I'm going to...
100%. Because I don't want to burn any bridges, you see.
No, I don't want to burn bridges either. What about blocking people? Have you blocked anyone?
Yeah, man.
I've blocked probably 2.
I've blocked about 4 people.
One person I used to work with.
Oh.
Yeah. Block that bitch. And someone else, we won't discuss him. Oh, look, that's a friend of ours.
Aww.
She's got a new baby. It's cute, isn't it?
It is a cute baby.
Yeah.
And you don't even just have to say it. That's actually a cute baby.
You've got kids, haven't you? How many kids you got?
A lot.
Oh. What's your favourite Facebook page?
I think maybe Existential Thursdays.
Oh. I've got 2 pages.
Hang on, it's Existential Wednesday.
Oh.
They post on a Wednesday.
Are you a Thursdayist?
A Thursdayist? No.
No?
I do like a bit of hump day action though.
Well, no, that Thursdayism. It's a thing where you prescribe to the theory that the universe and everything began on a Thursday. I've got 2 favourite pages that I look at every morning before I even get out of bed, which is embarrassing. But I look at Art Deco, because I'm a bit of a fan of Art Deco.
Oh, no,
and I also look at my ex-partner's page, because he's a pretty funny guy.
Not stalky at all?
No.
Okay,
We get on really well. He lives...
Did you have to point out as your ex-partner? Could you just have said the page?
I need people to know that I have exes. I'm not that desperate. But he's really funny. He has a sense of humour that he describes as absurdist.
This is one of my favourites.
Okay, Schrodinger's dumpster. Empty when full.
This is Existential Wednesday. If
you-
you're actually a bit sad, Existential Wednesday is probably not for you because it's
A bit nihilistic.
It is completely 100%, which is why it's why it's so funny. What's your star sign, Andy?
Cancer.
Existential Wednesday is going to tell you exactly what the future holds for you if you're a Cancerian.
Cancerian. The stars and planets will not affect your life in any way. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you an atheist?
I'm an Aries, and also the stars and planets will not affect your life in any way. So the answer to that is probably yes, considering I'm an Aries. I'd say that the majority of Aries would be atheists, don't you think? Being such sensible, rational people.
True. Josh is a Pisces, the stars and planets will not affect your life in any way.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's a water sign. Yeah. Do you like likes?
I don't really care for likes.
Oh no, Josh took a photo of, Josh is my
bird?
husband, Josh Langley, author.
Yes, Josh Langley, author.
He took a photograph of, he called it a binge of Barbies. There was this box in an op shop we saw in Busselton, and it was full of Barbies, and Josh, and I'm sure I thought I'd called it a brace of Barbies or something like that, and he called it a binge of Barbies.
Could have called it a minge of Barbies.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know what to say to that.
I know, right? I forgot my crochet.
What crochet?
I was going to crochet each time I brought up vaginas.
Oh,
Anyway, this morning.
Oh, yeah. Like that woman
Make you a scarf.
that knitted things
From my
her
vajayjay.
vajayjay, yes.
I'm going to learn how to make a sandwich today.
What?
This morning, well, last night I learned how to make a sandwich.
A little late, isn't it?
I learned how to make a sandwich this morning because I said I'm going to make this sandwich, and then I got the instructions on how the sandwich is constructed, because it's a specific way. It's a family tradition sandwich. Do you have any family traditions you'd like to share?
Family traditions. So hiding in your bedroom, terrified of your father coming home. It's a great tradition.
I have that same tradition. Oh shit! High five.
Anyway, we better go because we're going to a radio party, the big radio party of the year. By the time this goes to YouTube, it'll be well and truly over, and I'm hoping I'll be over the hangover. But we better wrap it up. So from Amber,
The 50-foot feminist.
Amber, the 50-foot feminist. Why 50 foot?
Because that's really big.
I could do something about Andy being really big as well. But so
Okay,
anyway,
boomer.
thank you, Karen. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Amber.
And Andy,
Take on the world.
Hit subscribe down here. Give us a thumbs up.
Make a comment, but we'll see you next time.
Amber and Andy take on the world!
And what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister sounding intros to a trailer.